Okay, here I am again at the end of my bed, just doing a fly time video, and this is a blue and pearl flash damsel. Okay, so in the hook we have a silver tungsten bead, lead wire all the way up the hook, and then wrapped 7 times back on itself at the head. Okay, 2 reasons for that. One, to add a little bit more weight of the head. Okay, and then it will make the body more even, because where we tie in the towel it won't bulk up so much. Okay, so we hang the thread over the hook, just let it hang there, bring over, trap the thread, hold the thread at an angle, try and keep the thread even as it goes up the hook. A couple of turns round the end of the lead, and then bring the thread halfway along the narrow bit of the lead, cut off the excess. Here we have some marabou, so wet the marabou, makes it easier to handle. Cut it off the stem, then nip it together. Smooth it out, there we go, and then offer it to the hook. Nip it between finger and thumb onto the top hook, and then to make sure it sits on top, bring the thread over, make a loop, make it slack, and pull down. This will keep the marabou on top of the hook. Wind it down. Okay, we're just going to add a little bit more marabou to that. Just want to make it a bit more fluffy. That's better. Now we've got a tail to be proud of. So the blue part, well, this is crystal flash in blue. Don't know if you can see that in the light. We're going to put 3 strands either side of a hook. So 3 strands that side of the hook, couple of turns just to trap it. And the same the other hook side of the hook, which you're not going to see so much because that's away from you. Three strands the other side. So what about the pearl? Well, this is pearl tinsel. Flashaboo if you like. Okay. I will put quite a bit of this on, so I'm going to put quite a few strands either side of a hook. Up to you how much you add. But I want it to dazzle when I'm stalking, blind stalking, or when I'm generally casting. I want an attraction for the fish. This is the other side of the hook. You can't see that again. Looks a bit of a mess at the moment, so let's cut all the excess off. And just wind the thread up the hook to neaten everything up towards the tail. And this will bring everything together. There we go. Okay, so the body is also going to be blue. And I've got this lovely stuff. It's called Uphaven Blue Flash Damsel 8mm. And it is lovely stuff. I don't know if you can see that. So we're going to trap it under the thread by pulling it behind the thread on top of a hook, couple of turns. That's trapped it. Now we're going to bring the thread back to the head of the hook. Then we're going to wind the straggle fritz in the opposite direction to the way we put the thread on, and try and make the fibres stand out. And they are blue fibres and they look stunning. Hold it up, couple of turns to secure it at the end, just behind the bead. Cut the excess. Just wet your fingers, fold it back, couple more turns just to tidy everything up, and it brings the straggle back a little bit. So we're going to put an olive hackle on this fly. So strip down a little bit of the feather, behind the thread, under, on top, couple of turns again. I'm going to use hackle pliers. There we go. Wind that round the hook. Near the head. Perhaps we're not going to use hackle pliers, we'll use my fingers. Now we're going to trap it. 1, 2, 3. That is now trapped. We're going to cut the 2 loose ends off. Lick my fingers. Pull it all back. Couple of turns, quite tight this time. Then, just to finish, nothing fancy, 3 half hitches. You can use this fly stalking, blind stalking. It will all catch fish. And there you have it, my olive and blue pearl damsel.